Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hands it off out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, go here.
They'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run again on first down. Cook. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Cook, touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And that flag accepted.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll bring you updates all year, and the party just getting started here in Week 1 of the NFL season. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready? From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Ready, set. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Strike. Check strike.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Hey, cross field.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ultra. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Got it.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play.
Okay,
hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 13 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Monarchs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Let's go. Go set.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Drill 52.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
White. Red, cycle. Blue, go. Hey, check mega. Cut.
Now back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And some room to roam now.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
James Cook.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Monarchs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Come on, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black open.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum, to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
43 rail. Set.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
He's going to keep this again.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And touchdown! James Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Like 60.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Check smash. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Going right back to Dotson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
set up to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Ready.
They run it again with Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Striker, 3-3.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Drill, 52. Ready.
2nd and 6.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big gain chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
He'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On the set. Mega. You don't move. Ready.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take down. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight and do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
On the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
David Ajabo running in to take him down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, cross field. 6, 7.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ready, ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Okay, ready?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Ready up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready?
They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Ready?
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second down, Hancock. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Again, idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.